What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only reverse colonization game. It got pretty intense. I think this could be the best AI only battle ever. I think that's a claim I'm putting out there. Hopefully you've all made your pick now. You've seen episode 1 on who's going to win. I am going with the Buccaneers, who are not having the best start, if I'm honest. We're going to probably check the info addict, start a next episode. I imagine we'll be around turn, probably not, maybe 200 by then, at a stretch. But we're seeing Civs, especially the Oceania, Australia region Civs, starting to reach out. New Zealand and Samoa. Kimberley have explored practically all of the world's coastline. They're up towards the Mediterranean now, and now heading maybe upwards, maybe not, but they did have a scout in Europe as well. New Zealand, though, seem to be first to settle on the Eurasian and Africa mainland. That's where they seem to be heading here, which could make things very interesting. Brazil have just grabbed Chichen Itza. But at the moment, Argentina are dominating on score. I think it's because they've built a few wonders towards the end of that video. I couldn't see why else they would be. But, yep, that's how it looks like on score anyway. But New Zealand, off to a start. Could you imagine if New Zealand won? Just imagine. Obviously, it'll be the normal victories that I do on my channel, which is, I will go through all the info addicts that I deem important, in air quotes. And, obviously, if you come first, you get 10 points, second, 9, all the way down to 10th spot. Canada and the Aztecs versus the Sioux. The Aztecs will take back this city. That's good for you. Good job. Canada won't do very much, but, so we did see America grab this city and connect themselves up again. And America and Canada, if those guys were in alliance, that would be a formidable force along the East Coast. Whether they will or not, I'm not sure. Now, I like to see America do well. Not gonna lie, I would like to see the AI do well, but in any game but this one, you know, not when the Buccaneers' chances are at risk because of it. But anyway, the Caribbean's still empty. The Mapuche and the Incan War is grinding to a halt, but Inca have finally been pushed towards settling, and there we go. New Zealand in... No, I'm not going to guess exactly what country. I think every disease in this game so far has been in... No, it's not in Australia. Never mind. I'm an idiot. But look at that. New Zealand with another settler crossing ready. And they also settled in Northern Australia. A canal city. Could you... New Zealand, the AI is going insane. Sidon. No, that's the leader. Good job. I just missed... I clicked off. I think it's one of these cities. No. Where on earth did this plague just start? I have no idea. It's not a city name I recognise. Actually, it may be the Tlingit. Yeah, Tlingit. There we go. Tlingit, you've got a plague. Gutted. Health and plagues is, of course, on. But there we go. New Zealand, the first Civ to settle a city in mainland Asia. Wow. What a start for New Zealand. I think the aspiration, the reason they're doing that is they're out of land. And they're also going to settle on this island. So they're making some big efforts here, New Zealand. Ooh. But I think it's because on Australia there's still land, so these Civs don't recognise that they want it. Because like Kimberley can see almost the whole world, but or at least the coastline of the whole world. So the fact, and their scouts will be finding out that it's completely empty. So the fact that they aren't making more of an effort is a bit of a shock. But maybe they've got other things to focus on. Because New Zealand don't have to worry just yet about being invaded. Australia, Kulin, Kimberley are obviously all worrying about attacking each other. We saw the last video towards the end. Kulin did try to take out Australia. They did fail. And Argentina getting the Oracle. That will be probably Argentina getting the most social policies, which is usual. And there we go. The Incans, you may have just gifted this city to the Mapuche. But I know the one thing you have done is you've saved Mapuche from Brazil for a little while. Chinook and California pieced out. And California... Yeah, this must have been taken in the peace deal. I don't think California actually ever got it. But there we go. California looking pretty good out in the west. The Sioux are crumbling slowly. When the Aztecs get this done, that'll be another chunk taken away from the Sioux. I don't know who it's going to take to knock the Sioux out. I think Canada would probably have to put... California. Canada don't really have a border. It'd probably have to be the Shoshone, California. Just a bit of help from all these Texan units. But the Buccaneers are going to try, so credit to you Buccaneers. You don't really have enough of units to actually do anything, but credit for trying. Always credit for trying in my AI battles. New Zealand actually have military units as well. Spearmen arriving out. in Southeast Asia. I got there in the end. I don't know what I was trying to say. Yep, you gave it away in the peace deal. Good job, Inca. Now you're screwed. Like, if you'd have not settled there, you wouldn't have been screwed. But now you are. Okay. Chile, not having this. And Brazil, two of the sort of powerhouses. Brazil are going to take this. Inca, you have gifted Brazil a city. Good job. That's what you've done here. There we go. The Kulin grabbing Colossus. I thought someone... Oh, no, that was the statue of Zeus. But yes, the Kulin grabbing Colossus. They did just settle in the middle of the desert. I'm not sure how effective that city will be. Ah, but they grabbed Uluru. So that makes sense. New Zealand decided not to settle on this little island here. They've decided against that idea, which I would say is a wise move. Any other settlers heading up here? This is really the most fascinating area of the map, I've got to be honest. Yep, there we go. Shoshone v Sioux. As I said, Shoshone could come out strong here. Let's see how it goes, because the Shoshone, the Sioux are pumping their few units that they do have into the Buccaneers. America... Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell, America? What is wrong with you? You're fine. You took that city, the whole point of the war, and after 10 turns of nothing happening, you gave it back to them. You deserve whatever comes your way now. You deserve it. Canada, finish them. Just do it. RKO out of nowhere. Just take them out. That's what they... Oh my goodness, this plague is not good for the north. Very far northwest, Alaska, and western Canada. It's not good. See, I don't want to call it... Oh, the Corral settled down here. I mean, they'll cut it off eventually, so that's wise, I guess. Argentina with a settler out as well. South America slowly filling up. Obviously, North America's practically full. All the useful land is gone. Sorry to anyone that lives, like, here. I apologise. Or up here in the snow. I know there's probably some Eskimos watching this video, but that's probably the wrong term. I've probably offended people now. They won't be watching this video, it's fine. Argentina grabbing another wonder in Borobudur. That is the best wonder of them all, really. New Zealand, they don't know what they're doing with this settler. They've got no idea. They know about all this good stuff over here, yet they're still not coming this way. It's kind of ridiculous. The Chinook have got a scout out here, so I'm surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised. They need open borders to get through the Tlingit, which they're probably not going to get given anytime soon. So they're probably going to have to wait for deep ocean sailing. Surprised about the Tlingit, though. Maybe they should be focusing more on Alaska. Alaska on Russia. It'll be another interesting region. I wonder if... I don't think the old world will fill up. There's no way it's going to fill up. Like... Also, just for anyone that wondered, there's 23 civs in the game. 23 plus me spectating. So yeah, 23. Which means interesting. Brazil making any progress? Nope, they're struggling again. Dang it, Brazil. What are you doing? You could have had this city from Argentina, and right now you'd be looking pretty good. Mayans. They may be struggling, but they've completed the Hagia Sophia, which just gives somebody a reason to take them out later on in the campaign. Wow, you know New Zealand is doing well when they're brave enough to declare war on Australia. I mean, they may lose this city here, but I don't think they care. They don't care. What do they care? Also, Samoa, are you gonna keep settling? You had a promising sort of growth spurt, 3 cities from 1, but now you've stopped. Texas versus the Aztecs. Yep, Canada, America, what have you done? You've spawned a monster. Also, the former Iroquois capital is massive, even though it got took over by Canada. 15 population, that is huge. No! No! Melee unit, do not get over here. Go fight someone else. The Aztecs are trying to take this Sioux city, but now Texas has joined in. And somebody else attacked them, but I don't think it mattered. Whoever it was, it wasn't an important... I mean, the Aztecs aren't going to die. Let's put it that way. The Corral versus the Mapuche, that will be interesting. I don't think anything will happen. The Corral behind these mountains. But we'll keep an eye on it, of course. Let's see, New Zealand v Australia. This is an interesting war. Australia are going to take the city, though, so I don't know why New Zealand did it, to be honest. But their army's not even left Auckland yet. In fact, I don't even know where New Zealand's army is. They had one a minute ago, but it seems to have disappeared. New Zealand, good job. Credit. You were doing so well. You just had to go do that. Now you've got to take like an extra 5 turns whenever you want to send a unit round. This was a great city to have, even though it would have been cut off eventually. But Argentina, again, with the wonders, the mausoleum of Colonization, saying 15 population was big. Buenos Aires is at 15. There we go, Argentina, settling another city down here in the south as the land finally starting to disappear. There's just bits around the Andes mountains and a bit up here, but there's just jungle here. There's not really any value, except a lot of science. Machu is still yet to fall. Maybe there'll be time for the Incans to squeeze back in at this rate. I don't see any settlers anywhere else. I don't see these coastal regions being flocked to by settlers. There's a New Zealand worker, but nothing more, which is annoying. Also, another mod I do have on that I don't usually have on is the faster border growth. I have no idea if it's working or not, but makes the borders grow faster. I can't tell whether it's working. It might be. I think it doesn't even do that. It's just like it makes the culture you need to grow a border naturally lower. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if it's working or not. No offense, mod maker. I can't tell. But yeah, New Zealand pieced out before their units even made it to their destination. So that's always a good start for you, New Zealand. But at least you didn't give away Palmerston. Oh, Machu finally fell to Brazil. As long as you don't give away Palmerston, I don't care. Really don't care. As long as you keep this. This could be huge. If like no one else settles here for another 50 turns, this city could be massive for New Zealand. How important it could be. Especially since if it grew, if it took that long, they would be cutting off a big chunk of land. Actually, not necessarily. Oh my god, I forgot this part of the world was just a mess. The Aztecs failed because Texas's divine intervention. Brazil and America v the Mayans. Yep, it's time, Mayans. I don't know who's going to kill you, though. The Mayans, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be someone with a big navy. Maybe if the Buccaneers could survive another 50 turns, maybe they'd do it. The Aztecs could probably throw in a hand, and if the Mapuche weren't busy, they would give it a hand. But the Mayans are safe. Brazil and America won't do anything. But Brazil did take Machu, which means the Incans, you need to act now if you don't want to die. The problem is on the map, the Corral and the Mapuche are practically the same colour. I cannot tell the difference on the map. That's going to be a good bit of fun, trying to distinguish between those two all game. This region is just so peaceful. It's beautiful. The west and then the east coast, they're just destroying each other. Texas obviously gets bonuses, I was told last time around, for building forts. So that makes sense that they're doing that, considering they're a lot smaller this time than they were last time. Credit to America if they can. Boston's a good city here. I mean, they probably won't hold on to it for very long. Eventually the Sioux will probably have it, but who knows? With Canada here, we'll see how things play out. Come on, Samoa. As much as I've been cheering on New Zealand this last 15 minutes, I'd like you to, unite at least New Guinea for yourselves. Come on. And this New Zealand, this worker's just got no idea. Is that up the map? It's upside down. Where do we go? He's just lost. In the jungle. Forever. Has anyone made it across to Europe yet? The Samoans are here. Canada are making progress. They're in Greenland. I think we will see them as the first North American in the old world. New Zealand are here. Kimberley are out here in Africa. Yeah, Samoa's up in the Baltic Sea. Chinook are obviously over here from North America. They obviously went this way, and the Tlingit are finally over here. Will they send any settlers anytime soon? Argentina grabbing Angkor Wat. This is incredible, Argentina. I take it they must have a bonus towards building wonders, I assume. Chile with another settler. I don't know where exactly they're going to send it, but I mean, they may send it up here next to their other city. Why not? There's a lot of wars going on. There's a lot of units taking damage. I'm just kind of... Oh, look, the Mayans may get Cuba. Mayan Cuba. That is good. They will be beating the Aztecs. Well, they are doing better than the Aztecs, I'm afraid. The Info Addict scores showed me that. The Sioux pieced out, and the Buccaneers have survived for now. Good job, Buccaneers. And the Sioux grabbed... Is that Petra? Yeah, Petra. I take it in Yankton. It's the city in the desert. I presume you have to build it in the desert. So that's it. Okay, it looks like the Shoshone may be about to do some real damage, because the Shoshone made a good move. Getting the Great Wall keeps them safe from the Sioux. And obviously they can invade the Sioux kind of freely. California just trotting along quietly on that west coast. Of quite a few units, although they seem to be a bit behind in technology, which may hurt them. Which is another region where I think the South Americans may pull through. Technology, with obviously, actually they're chopping down the rainforest pretty quickly. The Amazon is disappearing already. But look at New Zealand here. Bit of rainforest here. Maybe that will help them technologically. Papua New Guinea has been mostly deforested already. That's a good start. Where did that New Zealand settler die? There was another one, wasn't there? Am I being an idiot? Where'd it go? Where on earth have they sent you, settler? Maybe he got captured by Australia or something. Or maybe it was the one that settled here. I don't know. But there was another one, I'm pretty sure. New Zealand have stopped settling now. See, what have you done, New Zealand? You messed it up. You were doing so well. I thought we were going to see like an explosion of settling. And I got all hyped up. And now we're just stuck here with Palmerston, which isn't even growing anymore. But the workers are here. Start working those gems, which will help New Zealand's happiness. And then maybe they can expand a bit more. Australia, you're a bit behind, as are you, Kulin, but you're out here in India. So that, I guess that counts for something. Shoshone and the Chinook piecing out. They think nothing changed hands. So that's good for you. Let's see, Canada. How much okay, Canada is now into Eastern Greenland. Hopefully they'll get across. Chile obviously won't be able to. The Shoshone Pathfinder, if it makes its way up here as well, will be able to. But again, the Shoshone probably aren't going to be sending too... Well, the Shoshone could send settlers out here for the time being. Actually, how did... Okay, you must have crossed the sea, but there's no way for this unit to get over here. Actually, you can go round. Yeah, the Chinook are okay, but for other... It's going to get difficult. The AI finds a way. The AI knows what it's doing. It knows how to do this stuff. Shoshone piecing out with the Sioux again. The Sioux are still holding on to this city. Texas, seriously, why are you wasting your time attacking the Aztecs when you could have taken this city and in the future taken out the Aztecs? It would have been a lot easier. But anyway, the Mayans with another wonder. Again, making people want to take them out, probably even more. Because that makes this city all the more valuable with the Great Mosque of Dijon. Tikal then here in kind of Havana. Cuba, Australia and the Kulin. Wait, that's not the Kulin. Australia and Samoa versus New Zealand. So Samoa will probably banish New Zealand from New Guinea. Australia are probably going to pick off quite a few units in transition as well. Australia, you're killing our hopes of a strong New Zealand. What are you doing? Chile and Canada versus the Sioux. Canada's kind of big, but it's kind of awkward. Oh, America have joined in. America, you should have held on to this city the first time. The Iroquois have joined in. Yeah, this could be the collapse of the Sioux. Texas v the Sioux. California. Yeah, this is the end. The Sioux are as good as done. These are four powerful civs plus Canada obviously declared last turn. This could be the end for the Sioux, but they may take Boston first just to get back at the American AI for being so stupid. That's what's going to happen there. Are you making it? Canada is in Iceland. Finally, the North Americans are making a bit of progress towards colonizing. Lester B. Pearson is doing his job. How is all these wars in South America going? They're fine. No one's dead yet, which is always a positive. I'm just gonna plug in my phone. Hopefully it doesn't break everything. I didn't notice it wasn't charging. Basically, I have a terrible battery for some reason. It drains so quickly. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, lesson learned. Don't plug the phone in. Bad move. That ended bad. Hopefully it was that. Autosave 150. So we're 5 turns off where it broke. It was processing Canada when it broke. So I know there's gonna be angry viewers if I have to kill Canada. So let's hope we get through the next 5 turns just fine, and nothing bad happens. Hopefully, obviously. That's a stretch. That is a fingers crossed massive stretch. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Let's just have a look around. The only big thing that now could change is the Sioux may not die again. Which, normally the AI repeats its actions. The AI is pretty predictable. A few turns time, we will see everyone attack the Sioux. I think it will still happen. Canada haven't made it to Iceland yet, which is worrying. What if they just turned around and went home now? The Mayans did grab that wonder again. That's good. I don't feel bad about that. Is Samoa trying to kill New Zealand yet? I can't tell. I don't think they are. Either that or they're just a very peaceful war effort. New Zealand, it's a good fleet, but you never... Okay, now Samoa's. Now Samoa's going for you. And now Chile and Canada versus the Sioux. Now America, now the Iroquois. Now the Sioux will die. And the Shoshone, who just pieced out, won't get any slices of the Sioux-flavoured cake. That's a shame. Texas v. the Sioux. Texas, you don't have any units left. What are you doing? I mean, I said you should attack the Sioux, but not when you have nothing at all. But anyway, you do you. Let's see. This is the turn that broke it. Let's see. Canada, don't screw me again. Please, I cannot cancel another campaign. The Europe one was annoying enough. Please. Please, it's so much effort to get rid of Civs. Honestly, I don't have the time for all of this. This is it. Phew. It was just me plugging my phone. I think my internet is down at the moment, which maybe if I missed uploads in the last day, that is why. And I couldn't even tell you about it because my internet is down. Yeah, internet down. So when it tried to open iTunes, when I plugged in my phone just to charge it, it couldn't connect and it just confused everything. I think it was just trying to do too much at once. Recording as well, both audio, video, and process the game. It just blew up. That's basically what happened, I think. I don't think it was actually an issue with any of the mods. Most of the mods here I've used before, and they've all been okay. The only ones I would be worried about are the ones I haven't used before. So I'm looking at Canada, the Buccaneers, and the Tlingit, and that's it. Oh yeah, and Kimberley and Samoa. But other than that, I've used them all before. They've all been fine. And even Canada, I think I have used before, but not with you guys watching. Probably. I think they might have been in that. It might have been in that big game I did, the 43 Civ AI only game with nothing special, just as it was. Texas pieced out with the Aztecs. Texas, I know what you're doing. You're just building Fort Knox on a state-sized level here because this is insane. I know you get bonuses, but come on. Surely you need food. Actually, there's probably no food coming from the desert, to be fair. Corral and Brazil piecing out with the Mapuche, who remain with 4 cities up here in the northern part of South America. So, you know, you're doing good, Mapuche. The mountains will guide you for a while anyway. The colonization game is as good as dead, and the Sioux are making progress here despite facing incredible odds, mainly because California are not participating. Sioux with musketmen. But yeah, the Sioux taking Boston, which leaves the USA in a tough spot because these units are not enough to take anything. Buccaneers, why are your units here, USA? What are they doing? So the Mayans did keep hold of Cuba. The Chinook versus Texas, that is random. Oh, and Canada took Boston. That was Canada's master plan, wasn't it? I'm worried. I think Canada may have this game in the bag. Ooh, Mapuche v Texas. Yep, Canada, it's a big claim. I think Canada are going to win. I'm going to be honest. I'm rooting for the Buccaneers and all, but dang, Canada, that was calculated twice. Well, not twice, because obviously the city was the Sioux, then America's, then the Sioux. But twice America have now lost a city to the Sioux, and very quickly Canada have come in and finished the job. Although, to be fair, the Sioux took it back. Canada will take it again. Canada leading the charge in the war against the Sioux. Corral and Chile versus the Inca. That is an interesting war. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Wow, that was... I sneeze really loud for some reason. I do not understand it. But anyway, Chile and Corral versus the Inca. That's not going to matter because of the Andes Mountains. Also, Chile have a settler heading somewhere. I don't know where it's going, but they're sending it up here, having a look around. Obviously, the South Americans, as I've said plenty of times, they're the most disadvantaged with the colonization game. They'll be the last ones to colonize, but you know they're probably going to get Africa to themselves, so that's fine. And obviously, Chile will probably be at a disadvantage at that point when it comes to... Actually, the New Zealand Civs, apart from the Chinook, no one has met the New Zealand, Australia, Samoa, those guys down here in Oceania. Only Chinook have met these guys, and only some of them. I know they have met, because there was a Chinook settler stood next to, maybe it was this Australian settler. I don't know where the Chinook, not settler, scout. Don't know where the Chinook scout has gone, but there was one. Out here, Canada, heading straight towards Scandinavia and mainland Europe. This is good, Canada. You're doing a good job. There's been an outbreak of consumption striking. Again, Australia has been hit with all the diseases. I think the game's trying to tell you something. All 3 and 4. So 75% of the plagues come from these Australians. Or, yeah, Australians as in Oceanians, everybody. Krakatoa is erupting again. New Zealand, get out of there. Wouldn't natural disasters be cool in Civ? Wouldn't they? Of course they would. Samoa have burned through what was a pretty big army and still failed to take this New Zealand city. A lack of boats probably not helping them here. Seeing all this cargo ships going between the Australian civs, and then there's just New Zealand who have caravans going to themselves. I think New Zealand is being excluded from the group here. This is a bit of bullying going on. Biggest on land area, I just want to point out, is I think the Shoshone. Obviously they get loads of land. People starting to have musketmen now, which is kind of impressive, considering Canada don't. And when I checked between episode 1 and 2, Canada were miles clear on technology of certain civs. At least Canada have not taken Boston back, but now the American troops are fighting down here. California yet to make any effort to contribute in this war, and Texas aren't doing anything either, except this crossbowman who will die because he is not in the fort. Why is he not in the fort? That is the fort he needs to be in to live. Who's this? Oh, this is New Zealand. Okay, I was gonna say, are they out here? No, the Tlingit have not yet made the crossing. Oh wait, nope. Yeah, they have. Their scout is out here exploring Siberia. It's interesting. South America is practically full now, so these civs will be encouraged towards more wars. There's a big Argentinian army up here. Argentina and Brazil always get chummy though. That always happens. We've seen it so many times in these games. The Mayans and America peaced out. America didn't get Cuba, so they won't be making any prisons over there, or invading and removing communists, I guess. But or having missiles placed there against their will. That also won't be happening. But well, it could happen because the Mayans, you know, those Mayans, they always hold grudges against the US for whatever reason. No one else settling here just yet. No settlers. I mean, I'm surprised that New Zealand hasn't come back. It's kind of shocked me. Maybe they just got here and went, no one else is here. This sucks. Let's go home. And ignored the vast amount of resources available to them. There is scouts out here, New Zealand. Africa's pretty empty. I mean, there was a scout here. Kimberley were like, nope, let's go home. But there are scouts around. Canada may soon meet some of the Oceanic civs. That would be quite interesting. Because obviously I can't imagine that they know too much outside of North America. Obviously open borders would be a nightmare with all these civs. Look at this, the Chilean settler heading into the Caribbean. That'd be weird. That would be pretty weird. But that is going to be it for this video. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, maybe subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.